What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So, with the big status changes in the Jade Shadows update, cold procs have become a lot more useful. And one of the things I was utilizing in the preparing videos for the Jade Shadows update was the Shivering Contagion mod, and I said in my previous videos, I expect this mod to be nerfed, as it's just making cold procs spread really, really well. Looks like DE decided to actually buff this mod instead of nerf this mod, so we go over the current version of it today. It did get changed in a recent hotfix as well, so these are new-ish changes you're looking at on this one. Before we go over all this stuff and show this crazy ice proc spreading mod, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. I'll be live on stream tonight doing some Void Cascade level 10,000 runs, maybe some Disruption, who knows. I'm just going to be farming a bunch of stuff basically because I'm enjoying Warframe a lot right now. But let's get right into what we're talking about today with Shivering Contagion. Alright, so as you can see in the background footage, we are freezing lots of enemies solid with the Tennocon. And the way we're doing that is I'm running a corrosive cold build, and we've got the special mod called Shivering Contagion. But the mod Shivering Contagion is not actually on our Glaxian, it's on our Sentinel's weapon. So we go to the simulacrum real quick, and we take a look at what's going on here. So it's the exact same builds I had in the footage. If we look at our Nautilus Sentinel, we look at our Prime Laser Rifle. The mod we're talking about today is Shivering Contagion. On cold status effect, 100% chance to spread that status effect to other enemies within 6 meters. So that means basically your cold procs become AoE with this mod. Now what changed between this update and the previous update when I thought they were going to actually nerf it? Well, turns out the mod was actually bugged the whole time, and it was making it guaranteed. Before, the old version of this mod was supposed to be a 30% chance to spread it. It's been 100% the whole time, and DE bug fixed it to make it 100% all the time. So here's the changes we're going over. And yes, this will work on your abilities and your guns and melees and stuff like that, even if it's just on the Sentinel stat stick. So that's what I definitely recommend that you do for this. But going over the actual changes of what happened, we've got Shivering Contagion changes that were in update 36.0.5. Change the Shivering Contagion cold status spread chance scaling with mod ranks up to 100% at rank 5. Shivering Contagion was intended to give 5% per rank, reaching 30% at maximum rank. However, it was erroneously giving 50% per rank, reaching the maximum possible effect of 100% at rank 1. Instead of reverting the mod to its original intended values, we have decided to make it so it reaches 100% chance, but now requires the mod to be max rank to get the guaranteed benefit. Here's exactly what changed stat-wise. So previously it maxed at 30%. Now it was bugged to be 100% at rank 2 before. Now it starts at 17% and it goes to 100% at rank 5. So maxing out this mod is extremely important to get the guaranteed status spread. Also updated the description to say on cold status effect spread to nearby enemies. So yeah, it's got a 6 meter spread radius. So when you're utilizing weapons that are slightly AoE, like chaining, like the Tennocon, we're getting like probably a 20 meter freeze radius. And weapons of the Epitaph, the signature weapon of Sevagoth, and also the Epitaph Prime is coming out pretty soon. It's even more AoE of these cold procs. And reminder too, cold procs will now freeze enemies solid and buff critical damage. So you can freeze the entire area very easily with this mod with minimal, the only thing you really have to do is have cold procs on something. It's quite easy, and again, like those are increased crit damage, can make things really, really hard hitting on those enemies that are frozen. So reminder though, it does not work on Eximus, and Eximus units cannot be frozen solid until their overguard's broken. After the overguard's broken, it's fair game, but yeah, until then, you're going to have to break that overguard somehow, because it'll only going to take 4 cold procs until then. Now, what are some weapons and frames and all that kind of stuff you can utilize with this? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that I do think the Tennocon is quite good at this, but also a corrosive cold Torrid will work great as well. And also Frost abilities for that matter. Frost 4th ability does freeze enemies solid, but it also does cold procs. So this will extend the freeze range of Frost 4th ability and make it where you can cover, whatever 6 meters plus on your range already is. So another extra 6 meters of freezing for Frost. But as far as other weapons, you can definitely throw on things like the Verglass. The Verglass can be base cold, so you could do a corrosive cold build on the Verglass maybe. You could do a corrosive cold Torrid earlier. The Sibir, for example, and the Epitaph. Let's go ahead and show the Epitaph and the Sibir in the simulacrum real quick, and we can see how that goes. All right, just had some random dude join me in the simulacrum. That guy's going to definitely get blocked after this. But here we are. And we're going to go ahead and show the epitaph here. So as far as the epitaph build, there is nothing really on here besides just viral and heat, and we got encumber. But reminder too, the epitaph has guaranteed cold procs on like explosion. It can also do blast procs too, but we're mainly here for the cold procs today. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw this on. Now reminder too, I do have Nautilus equipped, so these enemies will be grouped up. Let's hope they all get grouped up. So one epitaph shot and they're all frozen. And of course, one epitaph shot, and those guys are all frozen too. So this is how easy this can be for you guys. When the epitaph prime comes out in like 11 days or whatever, whatever stats they end up buffing will be even better. Now let me unequip Nautilus here so we can show that how big this radius actually is. And also, yeah, Primary Frostbite, easy procs. Primary Frostbite going to give you increased critical damage and multi-shot when you get cold procs. So one shot of that and you're good to go. But yeah, as far as taking off Nautilus so I can show the full radius here, let's do Diriga. Very similar thing with Diriga. But yeah, as the main purpose of this video is to show you that you do not need to have this on your actual gun. I see people putting this mod in their gun. You don't need to do that. You can also throw on things like Vigilante Armaments on your Sentinel stat stick to get increased crit tier from yellow to orange and orange to red, etc., etc. So definitely not too bad there to throw on things like Arrow Periphery. Basically, look for search them on our word set bonus here. Set, all these are things that will work on your frame and weapons, even if they're on your Sentinel. So let's go ahead and show this with Diriga, which will not group them up. So we got 20 Exo... Oh, they're still alive, technically. I could have killed them, but I didn't. We got 20 Exo Gokstad officers, so one epitaph shot should take them all out. Okay, so the entire 20 Exo Gokstad group frozen solid in one epitaph shot, guys. So this is quite nice. Now, you know, freezing them solid is not exactly the most important thing in the game, because I'd rather honestly kill them, but they can't fight back, and they also take increased critical damage, as stated earlier, which means we can shred them really fast with halfway decent weapons. So keep an eye out for this in the future. Of course, if they are affected by cold procs and affected by gloom, as we're talking Sebagoth Prime here, they would not be able to move and they would not be able to fight back like pretty much at all. So as far as other weapons that will work with this, again, Corrosive Cold Torrid also works. I know a lot of people like Corrosive Blast Torrid nowadays, but the thing is, Corrosive Blast is worse at level 10,000 than Corrosive Cold. So if you care about that, maybe you should keep that in mind. Of course, we can throw on Frostbite too. Yep, you can just basically freeze an entire area with a Corrosive Cold Torrid, which I do prefer over Corrosive Blast at high levels. So just go ahead and jump over here, get a little bit of Incarnon charge. I mean, even the Torrid grenade launcher's freezing this guy. So give me some Incarnon charge here. As you can see, they're all getting frozen quite nicely. And you can just do that. You can throw on Nourish too. This will take out level 10,000s quite easily as well, guys. So, yeah, Shivering Contagion got buffed. Shivering Contagion did not get nerfed either, and they made the bug amazing functionality the actual base functionality of this weapon. So I'd highly recommend, or of this mod. So I'd highly recommend getting this. It drops from some of the Murmur enemies on the Kavia tile set. Good luck getting it. It's pretty cheap to buy as well. But yeah, a lot more people should be using this than are right now. So see you guys in the next video. I'll see you on stream tonight, and take it easy. Peace.